turning to 10. This is Southern New England's news leader.
But first we start. A convicted child rapist is expected back in Rhode Island after being arrested yet again. Richard Gardner was supposed to serve 190 years, but he was freed on a technicality. He was arrested last night at a shelter in Boston on a fugitive from justice charge out of Rhode Island.
They should have never let him out. He got 190 years.
Richard Gardner, a level 3 sex offender, was only out for a few days before he was arrested yet again.
The system sickens me. That's what it says to me.
Sickened because they didn't want Gardner living in their Weymouth neighborhood. Gardner was convicted of kidnapping and raping boys back in the 80s. He was freed after what the district attorney calls a human error.
I'm glad he's not here, but he shouldn't be in anybody's neighborhood.
Police say he wasn't supposed to be at the Quincy Library either, and by being there, he violated an ordinance that bans high-risk sex offenders from visiting areas frequented by children.
No, I'm not surprised at all. You know, that's a problem they can't fix. That's why he should have never been released.
Neighbors relieved to know he's no longer a free man.
Ultimately, every child is at risk as soon as he was released until he was back in incarceration.
Even though he's back behind bars, parents say they'd feel better knowing someone could track him if he gets out again. That's why they filed a petition that would require him and other sex offenders to wear a GPS bracelet.
We need GPS monitoring systems. Our laws are very outdated, and it's scary. We're putting a lot of people at risk, children and adults.
And some parents say they will be at the courthouse on Monday when Gardner goes before a judge in Boston before he heads to Rhode Island. Reporting live in the studio, Michelle San Miguel, NBC 10 News Night Team.
Michelle, thank you. Firefighters now say an early morning 2-alarm fire in East Greenwich started in an attached multi-car garage. That fire on Tipping Rock Drive, which runs off of Shippey Road, started there, then spread to the attic of the main house. All this happening less than 2 weeks after it had been sold and even before the new owners moved in. This picture was sent in to us from the Providence Canteen. Mutual aid was called in from several surrounding towns. There reportedly were problems getting enough water to the fire scene. There have been no confirmation on any injuries. And a serious accident in Providence involving a police cruiser and a food truck. The crash happened at the intersection of Broad Street and Lenox Avenue at around 2 o'clock this morning. Police say the cruiser was responding to a call when the officer hit the truck. That officer, 2 people in the food truck, and 3 pedestrians on the sidewalk all suffered minor injuries. Police say no pedestrians were actually hit by the cruiser. The crash is now under investigation. And there was another crash earlier tonight in Cranston. This was on Route 37 East near the ramp, the on-ramp for 95. Several cars were involved. The on-ramp to 37 was closed for a time. No word on any injuries. And I think we're out of technical difficulty land right now, RJ.
Oh yeah, jinx me.
Welcome back.
Sure, yeah. We're looking good out there, folks, indeed. But it's a chilly night. Look at the temperatures across southern New England right now. We're falling into the 40s, if not upper 30s already. 38 Attleboro, 43 Johnston.